What's the problem, dude? Kenyon's having a rough time, and so he just broke down on the side of the trail and was like, I'm done, my legs hurt, and started crying. You guys want to hear something sad? I wonder if he might be having anxiety.
I've never owned a fish before. I just hope that tomorrow morning we don't come in and he's upside down in the bowl.
Hey boys, let's go for a walk.
Oh.
A walk? You boys want to go for a walk? A walk, Charlie? Charlie, a walk? Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I got trail mix.
What are you gonna do with it?
Made trail mix. Eat it.
Oh, you're gonna go on the trail with trail mix?
It's just foods mixed together, but we're on the trail, so it's my trail mix.
I like it. What's the problem, dude?
Legs hurt.
They hurt?
Yeah.
Or from walking, do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe we should just explore for a minute? Okay, let's do it. Go, go, go. Go explore. Go find stuff. Go explore. Go explore with them, Charlie. Grizz. Kenyon's having a rough time with the walk. We're about 3/4 of a mile, Sarah, right? Yeah, 3/4 of a mile into the walk, and Kenyon's like, nope, I'm not gonna put up with this anymore. And so he just broke down on the side of the trail and was like, I'm done, my legs hurt, and started crying. So we basically gave him an opportunity to go and get all the kinks worked out of his legs and get his legs so we're not hurting. What you really want to do is just explore. We can head back now if you want, Gigo. Should we head back?
No, I want to keep it.
There's other places to explore up there. We'll stop and explore a little bit more, okay? Okay, let's go. Get your stick, let's go.
Nothing in my shirt.
We don't typically use the G7X, which is the camera that we're using right now. We use the M50s, the Canon M50s. Well, this one just doesn't focus that well. And so we like the M50 because it focuses really, really well. This one's better in low light. But anyway, the reason why I'm saying this is I have to hold this thing so far away. See that? From me, where the M50 typically we can hold it this close, which is like really close, and it looks like this. So just getting used to this camera again. We were walking past this farm with all this hay out here. It's got a horse out there. I don't see any cows or anything. I just love the smell of farms. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's when I was younger, me and my brother would go and sneak and go hang out on farms and stuff, but I love the smell of farms. And I love the looks of that tractor right there. Oh, just barely spotted a cow over there. I just got word this week that we are finally back on schedule and back on track for starting to put this pool in. The one thing we don't know yet is what day they're digging, but I believe it's going to be this week. He wasn't 100% sure. When I say digging, I mean they're gonna bring in big track hoe, backhoe thing in and just start digging away. So this portion over here is gonna be a lot less deep than this portion over here. So they'll scrape away and scrape away and scrape away, and then this right here is going to be about 9 feet deep. So that's the part they're going to take the most dirt out of. And the thing that I'm worried about, and I hope it doesn't happen, is this area here, all cement. I hope it doesn't get broken up. But our yard is about to get really, really messy.
Savannah did a video where Aspen could not say no to her, and she asked Aspen to buy a fish, not for Savannah, for Aspen. And Aspen's like, I've never owned a fish before. So we're keeping the fish alive while Aspen is out of town. I think so far we're doing okay. I just hope that tomorrow morning we don't come in and he's upside down in the bowl, because I'm not very good at keeping goldfish alive.
I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love when you first dump the packet of Jello in a pan or something that you're making Jello with, and it goes up into your nose and your sinuses, and you taste it for like the next 10 minutes. Oh, and the other thing is, today is Fast Sunday. It's a day where we fast and pray for those who are in need or any blessings or anything that we are in need of, and we go without food for a couple hours. There's lots of different ways of fasting, but this is the way that we do it. And so we go without breakfast and lunch. And so Sarah and I will not be eating until dinner. Actually, every day for for the most part, Sarah and I fast. It's like intermittent fasting. We don't eat breakfast. We don't eat until like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. But in this case, it's coupled with prayer, and we don't eat until around 5. We'll be eating at 5 o'clock today, 5 or 5:30. So we also haven't drank anything. So anyway, it is, when I get that in the sinuses, I'm like, oh, I love that. I love that. And then it's going to stay with me for a few minutes.
Singing? Geek, are you singing?
Gethsemane, Jesus loves me, so he went willingly to Gethsemane.
You guys want to hear something sad? I don't know if it's actually sad. Anyway, I guess it could be. I have to try to understand it, but I was sitting here with Sarah's dad, and we were sitting here and talking with Canyon, and he said, my stomach keeps telling me that I should turn 5 again. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, how did your stomach tell you? He said, oh, it hurts my body. And I know that on the trail today, he all of a sudden just kind of burst out crying because his legs hurt, he said. I think a big part of it was because he had sweater on and then a coat on top of that, and he was just sweating really bad. But I just thought of that as kind of sad. I wonder if maybe Sarah was telling me, I'll have her tell you in a minute what he said to her tonight when he was going to bed, but I wonder if he might be having anxiety about growing older, and maybe because we've told him in the past that we can't believe he's getting older, and can he please stay 5 forever, and we've said the same things before that he's saying now. In fact, a lot, Sarah, within the last 3 or 4 months. So much. And so I just wonder if that's something that he's learned to say and learned to believe, that it's not good to turn 6, that 5 is better. So we'll have to do a better job at understanding what he means by that. I just hope it's not anxiety that's setting in because of something that we've said time and time again. So believe it or not, there's been so much talk about the Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ and so many things over the last few years to try to get people to just wake up to being okay with people being different. Cultures and families and the way that we speak to each other and to our children as parents can influence kids so much, especially on those things right there. So we do talk about those things in our family quite a bit to make sure that they don't have this culture of fearing those kinds of things, but understanding them more. And maybe we've been talking the opposite way of what we should be talking about growing older. Maybe we've been talking too much about how we wish that he could stay 5 and less about how excited we are about him turning 6. Maybe that's a little culture in our family that we haven't done a good job on, and I think we can do better.
Tonight when I was putting Kenyon to bed, he said that he is sad that he's not 5 anymore, and he is going to ask Heavenly Father to make it so he doesn't turn 7. And I told him that if he doesn't grow older every year, then he won't ever get to the place where he's a dad. So he thought about that, and he's like, well, can't I just stay small until it's time for me to be a dad? It's so cute to see how kids' minds work, how they try to figure out how they can put their wants and needs into the world and how things really work. And so I don't understand why he's sad about getting older now that he has turned that. It's not like he's changed a whole year in 3 days. It's just interesting. It'll be interesting to talk to him and really kind of dig deep and see where he's getting these feelings from, why he's feeling this way, and if it's really because of us, things that we've said, or just what things are going on inside of his mind. That's what's so awesome, is we get the opportunity to talk to him about these things and just really get to understand what he's thinking about. I'm excited for that. Excited for just to listen to him talk. He's been so sweet since his birthday. Just so humble and grateful and sweet and loving, and it's been awesome. You guys, thank you so much for watching and for always being with us and showing us your love and support. We love when we get to see you in person, and we love the messages you send, and we just love everything about this. We love everything about being on YouTube and having you as our family and getting to know you better. It's so wonderful that we've been able to spread our family all across the whole world. I just wanted to take the opportunity to tell you that I'm so thankful for you. And I love you, and always remember that you are worth it. Bye, guys.